I'm so happy to hear this. And Steve, you so eloquently put it last time. I think you said, I can't remember your exact words, but it boiled down to, when something's spoken, when there's a sincere emotion that's being conveyed, then it almost transcends language. And I'm so glad you picked up that sort of pure emotion that we were trying to portray. To get to your question, there's this is probably a topic for another day, and I'm sure you've spoken about this kind of thing often. There's always, as a human being, there's an ego element to us, and then there's like the spirit or the gut that's a bit deeper and a bit more knowing and a bit more wise. And it's interesting how these things often get interwoven, not interwoven, but can get confused. So, as a professional actor, I wanted to also, there was a part of me that wanted to create my own work. I went through I mentioned it in the previous one, a professional rejection or a bit of a disappointment. And I almost felt like I want to show people that what I can do. And this was like on an ego level. There was this thing of like, I can make a movie happen. I can write it. I can act in it. I can make this happen. And to that level, there was a decent and a good, there was a satisfaction when we sold the movie and we got a good financial return on it. I'm not talking Hollywood budgets here, but relative to the budget, we did well. But then transcending that ego, almost like the worldly material level, people reaching out like yourself from the other side of the world, people sending me messages on Facebook, people actually coming up to me. I was just speaking to a friend of mine, telling him about this podcast I'm having with you. He was so excited because he also knew how close to my heart this whole story is. And like, for instance, seeing a stranger coming up to me at a random event in Pretoria, other city close by Johannesburg, where I'm sitting now, someone coming up to me and just telling me, listen, I can't explain to you how much this movie helped me to understand myself. And that brings a deep, I think that feels right. That hits the gut and the soul and the spirit, and that hits the knowingness that transcends the ego. And that for that, I'm even more grateful.
Hi, I'm Steve Rodgers. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you'd like to hear more from thought leaders, executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs, click on the link below and subscribe. We'd love to have you join us.